People pay attention to your actions more than they do your words, right? People pay attention to your actions more than your words, right? Think about your children. If your kids are anything like my kids, they don't care what you say. They don't care what I say, that's for sure. But they will copy, they will emulate what you do. Your staff is the same, right? Somebody will tell you they want to be successful. They'll tell you they want to have a deficiency-free survey. They will tell you they want their building 100% full, right? We'll all say those things. It's easy to say those things. Have a conversation with their actions. What do their actions tell you? Right? Do their actions tell you they want a deficiency-free survey? Do their actions tell you they want that building full? Let's have a conversation with their actions. That's the difference. That's the power of the invisible influence. Your team will follow your actions much more closely than your words. So you as a leader, you have that heavy weight of doing the right thing all the time. When you're trying to provide grace, right? Let's identify the problem. And then what's our proactive solution? What are you creating with your team to where they try to do something, they try to solve something, they don't just automatically bring you the problem, right? If your team is automatically just calling you with the issue without trying to solve it, that's a good litmus test that you're not doing a good job of providing grace. Because if they feel like they have to ask for permission instead of forgiveness, then you probably don't have grace. You want a team that's proactively trying solutions, which frees you up a little bit more, right? It frees you to do more if they're trying stuff and going, hey, we had this big problem. I tried this, it didn't work. Can you help me? That's a beautiful conversation to have.
Tonight is about recognizing the success of 2024 and set the stage for 2025.
You guys have to understand that people have lives outside of work, right? People have problems outside of work. People have real things they're dealing with, just like all of you, And you have to have the ability to put yourself in their shoes, right? You have to see the world through their eyes. And I like to take it a little bit further. You have to be able to think about how they would respond, right? How would they respond to this situation? And being an empathetic leader allows you to connect with the emotion appropriately. Hey, we don't need to let emotion dictate everything, but it allows us to connect with them. It allows us to see, what am I maybe missing? What part of this story isn't making sense? Let me ask some more questions. So these two pillars kind of emerged in my life. I got obsessed with leadership. I wanted to become a great leader. I wanted to be this great example that I never had. I wanted to be somebody that could show people what they're capable of. Unlock this door. There's so much over here, if you can see it. So I want to help people see it. The other thing I wanted to do is be a protector. I felt guilty that I couldn't protect my mom. I felt guilty that I couldn't get her out of that bad situation. So after I got out of the Army, I had these two pillars, right? I want to be a great leader, and I want to be a great protector. And then I got exposed to post-acute care. I became a liaison in post-acute care, and what the heck themes popped up, right? People needed protection, and people needed leadership. We were taking care of vulnerable people, the most vulnerable members of our society, and they need to be protected, right? And then all of a sudden we have staff that's underserved, staff that's underinvested in, staff that's underengaged. They need to be protected, right? And then we had people that just really didn't have like a lot of resources for investing in leaders. Time is our most precious resource, And when you pay attention to something, you're paying with your most precious resource. The thing you don't know how much you're going to get, you don't know when it's going to run out, and once you spend it, it's gone. So if you're paying attention to it, you should get a return on that investment. So that which you pay attention to, you attract into your life. But one thing to really understand, if your team is quiet, they're talking to somebody else, okay? When they're quiet, it doesn't mean problems don't exist. It means it's a failure of leadership. One of two conditions exist if your team's quiet. They either think that you don't care, so why waste my time talking to you because you don't care, or they think that you don't have the ability to help them. Passion has roots in Latin, like most of our language, right? It has roots in Latin. I don't speak Latin, so I might pronounce this wrong. But the root word of passion is patur. P-A-T-I-O-R, patur. Do you know what that means? That means to be willing to suffer and endure. Willing to suffer and endure. So when you're passionate about something, you're willing to do the hard stuff, right? I said I'm committed to my wife. I'm passionate about my wife. I'm willing to suffer and endure for whatever she needs. Whatever she needs. I'm passionate about leadership. You guys can tell by my energy. I care about this stuff. Passionate, willing to suffer and endure, willing to do the hard work, right? Willing to do the hard work. So if you're committed and you're passionate, you're willing to do the hard stuff. You're willing to do the stuff that other people aren't. You're willing to suffer and endure for your team, for your residents, for your people.